Coming up, Washington and Atlanta face off in Week 4. The Falcons have won the last 6 meetings, but can they make it 7 in a row? We'll find out next on EA Sports.
It's time of year in the South, perfect weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Two-and-one teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL. This one out as our first drive will be led by their now 30-year NFL. It's Derek Carr.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. Guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Greg Newsome.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns. On the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. Unfortunately, his effort not enough to help put him over the hump in that defeat.
And let's face it, this is a guy who absolutely hates to lose. When we talked with him, he wasn't talking about the plays he made, was he?
No.
He talked about the plays he didn't make. That's absolutely the mark of a true pro.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Newton. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. The numbers for Sanders last week, 19 carries, 85 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Isaiah Simmons
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Quiddy Pay
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pushes him aside at the 45. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Newton. And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They fake the give. Newton rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jamar Chase
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On first down, Carr.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They hand this off to Harris. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Off play action, Newton. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Newton.
Got a man open, it's Chase.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. They'll toss to Harris. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
first down. It's Harris, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jamar Chase with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now Carr on the bootleg. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And the grab by Croft. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Succop's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the third drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
Clay Brooks to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 7th and 8 on the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Newton. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, Falcons! Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people have to, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down. Carr to throw again. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
It's caught by Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Carr now on first down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou and check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Melvin Gordon, 3 touchdown runs. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because the harder things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. On first down, Newton flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Escaping the pressure right.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Claypool with another catch. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there.
It sails incomplete.
On second down, this is Harris. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now he doesn't get to the first down marker. He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
So not quite a first. Officially no gain on the play. They'll try the air now with Newton. Steps away. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You force the fumble,
But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Second and 8. Here's Carr to throw. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Carr now on first down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Quiddy Pay picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw. And that's complete to Cooks. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Off play action, Newton.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Carr going to throw. It's caught by Sanders. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. To throw, it's Carr. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
The Falcons ready to take over.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Newton.
Completion here to Claypool.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Excellent pick there by Buda Baker. And I remember when teams were preparing for him primarily as one of the better special teamers in the league. An all-pro as a rookie in that spot. He's grown into being one of the best safeties in the NFL. In 2020, named all-pro again, this time as a member of the secondary.
The Washington offense set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Carr, and the grab by Croft. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Sanders. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check the out.
Once again with Sanders. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw his Carr. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 32 that time. Buying time to his left. It's brought in by Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Dancing to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Sermon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again with Sermon. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking. And
and now they're going to fake it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post.
Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Connecting with Aguilar.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. Now Carr.
Finding Samuel.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Carr now on first down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
Here's Carr to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
22 yards there, a first down.
And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds right around the 20.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Newton's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook.
Yeah, this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,